everyone, and welcome to Dpad Experience presents Marvel Champions. Dpad Experience is a weekly video game podcast on all major podcast providers. There's my shameless plug, but today we are here with Spider. Just got her in the mail, Penny Parker. Very excited to try her out. I only know her from the movie Into the Spider-Verse, but she seems pretty cool. I haven't seen a lot of the cards, if any. I've read a little bit about her abilities because I like to be surprised when I get packs for the most part. But let's, I'm excited to open this up and see what she does. I know she has some weird stuff with like jumping between different forms, so I'm excited for that. So we are opening her up for the first time. I'm going to give my quick impressions of her. We're going to see what we got. We got a fresh deck right there. We're going to get our poster right here. All right. I'm going to assume it looks like that. It sure does. Let's read what she does. I'm going to just give the summary of this. She has a unique mechanic where each side of her identity is split between two separate cards. One card represents a human, the other represents the robot. Start the game with Penny Parker and alter ego. Follow her setup instructions. There's a lot to read here. You know what? We don't need to read this. But she comes with the protection deck, which makes me happy because protection is my second favorite aspect right now with Justice. All right, let's open her up. Let's see what she does. This plastic is not cooperating. Penny does not want to. She doesn't want us to see what's inside. All right. Put the trash to the side. And here she is, Penny Parker, Spider. All right, so here are the multiple identities. All right, let's flip. No. Yeah, I'm going to have to read about this, but let's take a look at her alter ego first. Is it an alter ego? I don't know. I'll have to read the instructions later. Penny Parker, for recovery, civilian. We have some nice civilian basic resources we can use with that. That means psychogenic compatibility. Setup. Puts spider suit into play. Inactive side face up. So that's you. This is active. So let's look at this together like this. Put spider suit into play. Inactive side face up. Maintenance. Alter ego action. Exhaust spider suit. Draw 2 cards. I like that. Let's see what the spider suit does on its inactive side. Permanent. This card's printed text box cannot be treated as if it were blank. I like that because there's some cards that treat the text box as blank. Return to base. Force interrupt. When you would flip to this side, flip Spider to Penny Parker. Oh, so if she were here, you flip. Got it. You flip it to Penny Parker. Detach Penny Parker from here, moving all counters on her and cards attached to her to this card. Okay, so something like that is going on. All right. Let's flip them around. I'm curious, though, how do... I'll have to read it. I'll have to read the instructions that I skimmed over, but you don't want to see me reading. That's kind of boring. I'm assuming that I flip this over. I'm assuming that I flip both over when I'm ready. So let's look at the upgrade on over here at Penny Parker. Interface pilot, permanent. This card printed as text blocks, cannot be treated for a blank. Yay. Suit up, force interrupt. When you flip to this side, flip spider suit to its active side. All right, I was right about that. Attach this card to the spider suit, moving all counters on this card or cards attached to it to the spider suit. All right. And spider suit is 222. Sync ratio. Exhaust as an interface upgrade you control. Generate that upgrade's resources. All right, so there's some flipping like this and this going on. I don't necessarily understand why it can just be on one card. But I'm sure there's some abilities in here that it's going to explain. It's very interesting. First time you've ever got a hero like that. Let's see what you got. You have Venom, which is a 4-cost ally. 1 thwart, 1 attack, 3 health. Venom gets +1 thwart, +1 attack for each sim counter on her. After Venom enters play, place 1 sim counter on her for each resource generated by Spider Suit's sync radio ability to pay for her. So let's look at this again. For every interface I control, I exhaust an interface upgrade and generate that resource. Okay, so if I use this to pay for this, this will get +1 to each. So that'll make her Addie Brock. This will make Addie Brock very strong. We have 3 copies of All Systems Go, which is a 1-cost event. What are you? Hero action. Choose. Ready each interface upgrade you control. Search your deck and discard pile for an interface upgrade and add it to your hand. And then shuffle. All right. I'm still looking to see what those interfaces look like. 2 copies of Rapid Deployment. It's a 2-cost event. It's a thwart. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. If you paid for this card using the resource generated by Spider Suit's sync ratio ability, remove 3 threat from a scheme. All right. So this can remove up to 6 threat if I'm reading this correctly. Remove 3 threat, and then if I paid for this card using a resource generated, removes up to 6 threat. That's very strong. Very, very strong. We have 2 copies of Web Trap, which is a 2-cost event. It's an attack. Deal 5 damage to an enemy if you paid for this using stun. Very nice. So basically every time I use that generating resource, this will stun the enemy. Like that. Gotta have our Aunt May and Uncle Ben, right? So it's a 1-cost support Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Action, exhaust Aunt May and Uncle Ben and discard the top 2 cards of your deck. 3 cards instead if you're in alter ego form. And each spider card discarded this way add each spider card discarded this way to your hand. Nice strong card there. 1 copy of Ejection Protocol. It's a 0-cost event. It's a support. Sorry, it's a 0-cost support. Hero action. Discard Ejection Protocol. Exhaust each interface you control. Set your hit point dial to 6. Give your identity a tough status card, and then flip to alter ego form. Actually, I want to see something. Sorry, I didn't look at what she gets. 4 hand size, 14 health. It's a very small hand size. What do you got over here? 3 hand size, 14 health. Huh. It's really small hand size. It's tiny, actually. Okay. And then what did this card do? Set your identity dial hit points to 6 and give yourself a tough status card. So I wonder if that would be good if you're low on health. You know, as if you're in like 3 or 5. Technically, you'd be healing then. All right. We have a Spider Command, which is a 1-cost support. It's a location. Exhaust Spider Command and an interface. I haven't seen 1 interface yet. We've got 4 cards left. So draw 1 card. So exhaust this and an interface, draw a card. Exhaust Spider Command, choose and discard 1 card from your hand, ready an interface. Oh, cool. So this can do 2 things. Finally, an interface. 3-cost upgrade. Exhaust Host Spider, which this is called Host Spider, and ready Spider Suit. Okay, you can ready yourself. 2, here's the other interface. 2-cost Psychic Link tech. When Spider Suit makes a basic thwart, exhaust Psychic Link, it gets +2 thwart for that thwart. Very nice. She will do a base 4 thwart. We have another interface, 1 upgrade here, Speed Metal Alloy. Interface tech, when Spider Suit defends against an attack, exhaust Speed Metal Ally. It gets +2 defense for that. Like you. I like you very much. Sorry, this card felt kind of thick for some reason. 2-cost upgrade, her last card. Web Fluid Compressor. Interface. When Spider's suit makes a basic attack, exhaust this, gets +2 attack. Shoot, so she's strong. She upgrades a lot. Very similar to Ironheart. You want to get those upgrades out to make her strong, and then use them to exhaust them to play other cards and make other cards stronger. All right, let's see what they are adding to one of my favorite decks, Protection. Sorry, my brain is dead today. All right, we have a Daredevil, 2-cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 consequential damage on that with 1 attack, 3 health. Response: after Daredevil defends against an attack, move 1 damage from him to the attacking enemy. Let's read that again, because I need to process that. After Daredevil defends against an attack, move 1 damage from him to the attacking enemy. All right, so yeah, that's okay. As long as it's a weak attack, like a minion. You're going to want to defend with him with a minion. We have a 3-cost Spider-Man Noir. X thwart, X attack, 3 health. X is equal to the number of face-down cards attached to Spider-Man Noir. And how do we get those? After you resolve a treachery, if you control another web warrior, attach that treachery face down here to a maximum of 3. Hold on a second. Let's read that again, because is this doing what I think it does? After you resolve it. So close. After you resolve a treachery, if you control another web warrior, attach treachery face down here. All right, so you can make him stronger by surviving treacheries. We have 3 copies of Repurpose, 0-cost event. Discard a tech upgrade you control. Ready your hero and choose thwart, attack, or defense. Until the end of the round, your hero gets +X to the chosen power, where X is equal to that upgrade's printed cost. All right, not bad. I don't play too many tech cards, but she's tech. She looks like she'll be playing with Protection. So we have 3 copies of Flip. You are a 2-cost event, superpower. Deal 1 damage to a web warrior character you control. Place a total of 2 stun status cards on up to 2 enemies. All right, nice if we have minions out there. We have 3 copies of Energy Barrier. I've seen this before, I haven't used it in a while. 2-cost upgrade. Gets 3 reflection counters. When you would take any amount of damage, remove 1 reflection counter from here, prevent 1 damage, and deal 1 damage to the enemy. We have 3 copies of Force Field Generator, 3-cost upgrade. Uses 6 energy counters, 1 per player. When you would take any amount of damage, remove that many energy counters from here. For each energy character removed, prevent 1 damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. We have 3 copies of, last protection stuff. 3 copies of Spider Tingle. 1-cost upgrade. When you'd reveal an encounter card, deal 1 damage to a web warrior character you control. If that card is a treachery, cancel its revealed effect when revealed effects and discard Spider Tingle. Oh, that is awesome. This is an upgrade? All right. When you would reveal an encounter, deal 1 damage. All right, so you're taking a chance here, but, not that bad. 1 damage, and you get to, if it's a treachery, you kind of cancel the whole thing out. That makes the web warriors pretty... Oh my god, I would love to play that with a spider. Oh my god, and instant interrupt? That might have to go directly into my Spider-Gwen deck. We got some basic stuff. All right, we got Spider-Ham, 3-cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 health. Play only in control of web warrior. Forced response. After Spider-Ham attacks or thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal 1 damage to Spider-Ham. But why? Why would you do that? That seems kind of weak. You might be able to play... So he's 3 costs, right? Let's pretend you throw him out there. You attack for 2. This is me tapping him. You attack for 2. You discard the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon, discard in this way. Wow, you can kill him with 1 go. Huh. All right. We have... We have Spider-Man, Otto Octavius, the superior Spider-Man. This better be good because he should have been a hero instead of Spider-Ham. I'm sorry if that's a hot take. 1 thwart to attack with 2 consequential damage on that attack, and he's only got 2 health. You need to have a web warrior to use him. After you play Spider-Man from your hand, ready an upgrade you control. If that upgrade has the tech trait, draw 1 card. Okay. Not the strongest, but he's only 2 cost. We have a 3 copies of Limitless Stamina, which is a 1 cost event. Play only if your identity has at least 14 printed hit points. Ready your hero. All right. So that's not too bad. That would work with Spider. That would work with, off the top of my head, I think Ironheart if she's fully kitted out. We have 3 copies of Unshakable, which is a 1 cost upgrade. What are you? Play only if you have at least 14 health. Your identity gains Steady, which require 2 status counters of the same type to be stunned or confused. Oh, yeah, wait. 14 printed hit points. I apologize. I said that Limitless Stamina will be good with, once kitted out for Ironheart. You have to have at least 14 printed hit points. So not everyone can use that. So, okay. Here's our obligation. You may flip to Alter Ego and choose to exhaust Penny Parker remove this from the game. Oh, that's not bad. Choose and discard 1 interface. Nope, that's not going to happen. All right, so I'll always be flipping to Penny Parker and removing that from the game. Here is our Nemesis side scheme. As an additional cost to thwart this scheme, you must spend an energy resource. And this has to be taken care of before the main scheme. It has the crisis icon, and it's got 4 threat on it. All right, so it's just a little annoying to remove that. Then we have Morbius, everyone's favorite meme movie. 2 scheme, 2 attack, 6 health. After the engaged hero generates any number of resources, deal an equal amount of damage to that hero. I need to read that again. I wasn't processing that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Dyslexia. After the engaged hero generates any number of resources, deal an equal amount of damage to that hero. Oh, that sucks. And 6 health on that. So I'm thinking about this, what that means. Generates. I guess it doesn't mean paying for something. I guess it would be the Penny Parker's... let's take a look. Her main ability right here. Yeah, there it is. So basically, when Morbius is out, you don't want to use her ability. You just kind of want to kill him if possible. Energy Drain. Oh, 3 copies of Energy Drain, and that's it for the Nemesis set. So this is probably going to be strong. When you're in Alter Ego, choose to either spend 2 energy resources or exhaust your identity. Not the worst. When in hero form, here it is. Choose to either spend 2 energy resources or take 3 damage. Okay, so her Nemesis set actually isn't the worst. Not the worst Nemesis set I've ever seen. Wouldn't be afraid to pull that out. So she actually makes me not too worried about Shadows of the Past. So, all right, let's see what we got. We have some leadership cards here, which I'm starting to like leadership more after the last pack with Ironheart. Those are some really good additional cards. So we have a 1 cost upgrade here for Clarity of Purpose attached to a friendly character, max 1 per character. Exhaust this card and deal 1 damage to attack character. Generate a wild resource. All right, you're dealing damage to an ally in order to gain a wild resource. And then we have our new modular set, which is called Iron Spider's Sinister 6. So what do we got here? There's the side scheme. It's got a crisis encounter, so this has to be taken care of first. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme while a criminal minion is in play. So it's got 4 threat. I'm guaranteeing everything behind this is a minion. I've never seen any of these before, but I bet just because of that. And there it is. Oh, I was wrong. Not everything is a minion. But let's see what minions we got in this modular set. We have Bombshell. She is a 2 scheme, 2 attack, 4 health. You divide damage from Bombshell's attack among each character the attacked player controlled as evenly as possible. That sucks. So it's basically a forced indirect damage. Boost, deal 1 indirect damage to each player. Exhaust each character damage that way. That sucks too. Hey, Electro. Old school Electro. Minion, 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 health with a asterisk. Electro gets plus 1 hit point for each energy resource attached to her. And let's see what that means. Oh, it's not old school Electro. I don't know. It is a she. Cool. I like that. After Electro engages or activates against you, choose 1 card from your hand with a energy resource and attach it to her. That's annoying. Hobgoblin. I'm not going to call you old school Hobgoblin because the other one wasn't either. 2 scheme, 2 attack with an asterisk, 5 health, force interrupt. When Hobgoblin would attack you, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to Hobgoblin's attack. Instead, take 1 indirect damage for each. Oh shoot! For each boost icon discard this way. I wonder why they would even give Hobgoblin a 2 attack then instead of just a star. Huh. Okay. We have Iron Spider. 2 scheme, 2 attack, 6 health. Guard, patrol, retaliate 1, and toughness. Jesus Christ. Iron Spider's attacks gain overkill. Alright, so this is a really strong minion. Sandman. You are a 1 scheme, 1 attack, 7 health. Force response. After Sandman takes any amount of damage from an attack, discard the top 7 cards of the encounter deck. Oh, that's funny. This is just like his villain set. Or the boost is discard. Oh, after he takes any amount of damage? Oh, let's read that. Let's stay here for a second. He's got 7 health. You need to kill him in like 2 shots. Wow. Or else you're going to be running through that encounter set real fast. That's actually... He's worse than his villain form. Because if you... Wow. We have Spot. 1 scheme, 1 attack, 4 health. When defeated, if Spot was defeated without excess damage, shuffle him into the encounter deck. So you need to try to kill him with the exact amount of damage or else he's going to go back in. His boost has put him into play. And then we have Surge and Crime. It's an environment. It's a Surge, so you play it and then play another card. Each criminal minion gains Surge. Oh, shoot. So if you have this out and then you draw one of those criminals, they gain Surge. If there are no criminal minions in play, spend 2 resources of any type and discard this. Well, at least there's a way to get this out. Okay, so there is Spider. I will say I'm interested. I don't know exactly how I feel about her yet, but she seems intricate. I'm really interested to play around with these upgrades. There seems to be a lot of things you can do with her there. Since she comes with a pre-built protection deck, I'm very curious to see how that works as well. I'm also interested in the very small hand size. This might make me auto-include, I can't remember off the top of my head, but the card that gives me +1 hand size at the end of the phase. So, yeah, overall, she seems pretty fun. You know, I would definitely recommend her just based off the fact that I've never seen anything like her. I'll be playing against Rhino a little bit later with her. He's usually my test dummy when I first get a deck. I don't like to test decks that I create against him because that's just a little too easy for me. But I do like to play pre-con decks against Rhino because I know exactly how he works. I've played him enough times to feel comfortable learning a completely new hero. So I'll be testing Spider with Rhino later. Thanks all for watching.